Arouse your sense of justice. Now on BBC Two with Julian and Clary.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I give shall be the truth.
I don't know who else to turn to.
He didn't mean to do it.
But my lord,
Justice!
I just want justice.
Justice!
This noble court will now convene in due and rightful solemnity. All rise for Julian Clary.
Very nice of you. I never say no to a standing ovation. If you could be flaccid now, I'd be very grateful. Or sit back at home and cogitate while I resolve the gripes and grievances of the common punter, because I'm Judge Julian. Yes, you've heard of Judge Pickles. I'm a kind of Judge Mango Chutney. I'm in a quite good mood this evening because I was hanging around Lincoln's Inn earlier and this man came up to me and asked me if I wanted to sit on his quango. I said, well, just for half an hour then. I was a bit concerned when I saw the size of his agenda. Well, I better surge forward, and I'll introduce you now to a man who hasn't done that since they lowered the lifeboats on the Titanic. It's the clerk of my court, Geoffrey Parker Knoll. Geoffrey, darling, you're looking a bit down in the mouth. You all right?
My lord, I've had the Lord Chancellor on my back.
Join the club?
No, your lordship. No, your lord. He's had me on the carpet.
Join the club?
You misunderstand, your lord. He's been giving me a mouthful.
I can't stand you saying join the club all evening. Give me the script. Must have more interesting lines than join the club, join the club, join the club. There's your next line. Wouldn't mind.
I apologise for wasting the court's valuable time.
I wanted Ian McKellen. Anyway, Geoffrey, I'm champing at the bit. Could I have my first case, please?
Yes, my lord. Call Eddie O'Connor and Patricia Kelleher. Patricia charges her brother Eddie with criminal damage.
Can you expand, Geoffrey?
With the greatest of pleasure. Eddie destroyed Patricia's Carmen rollers on the 27th of June, 1970.
1970? I was still playing with my action man then. Still am, as a matter of fact. Hello, dear.
hello.
Very sweet the way you brought your handbag on with you. Put it up here because you can't be too careful at the BBC. So this happened an awfully long time ago. It did happen an awfully long time, 1970.
Yes.
So why are you bringing it up now? Have you never forgotten?
Well, no, I mean, I think he should replace them. He can afford to go away 2 or 3 times a year, so I think he should be able to replace my rollers.
I see, yes. How did... No, you don't know the full facts. You bring these people in off the street, you give them a glass of cheap white wine, and all of a sudden, it's like jukebox jury. Tell me, how did he come? What did he do? How did he destroy them?
Well, he'd been to the shop for me, you see, and when he came back, he said, will you give me my pocket money? I said, no. I said, I've got no change. I'll give it you later.
Right.
So on spite, he goes to my bedroom and throws them out of my bedroom window.
Does seem a bit excessive. How old was he and how old were you then?
Well, I was in my 20s. I mean, he was 10, but I mean...
Oh. He was the younger brother?
Yes.
And you're employing... Surely there's some law against employing younger brothers?
Indeed there is, my lord. The Chimney Sweeps Act of 1875.
No, I was shoved up a chimney at a very impressionable age. least they said it was a chimney. Well, what do you want me to do about it? You've asked him, presumably.
Oh, yes, hundreds of times.
Well, I'll have a word with him. Come with me. We'll see if I can't. You shift up a little bit. Oh, dear. So, why did you throw your sister's Carmen rollers out the window? Was it really because you didn't get your pocket money?
It was. After 2 weeks of going round the corner, getting Patricia's messages, polishing her boots for dancing Friday night.
Oh, that sounds awful. Not that I'm bored with this case or anything. You lead an exciting life, don't you? 26th of July, finished holiday. When did the holiday begins? On the 19th. Right, well, what was her reaction at the time when you threw that out the window?
She got me by my ankles and she dangled me out that window.
Did you see your life flashing before you?
I saw the cat go, but...
Any other physical damage she did? Is she responsible for you having no neck? Because that I could prosecute her for. You've got a little bit, haven't you? You've got enough to swivel on. Which is the most important thing. Oh, what a load of old nonsense. I know what to do with this, because you go back over to your place now, and I'll go back to the throne.
Mr. Fettible, rise. You are charged with criminal damage to some Carmen rollers circa 1970.
Such a long time ago, really. I can't really be bothered with it all. Can I say the word childish? I think I can. I know what to do with this case. Aunt Lynn Palmer, would you come out here, please? The court security men. I'll just show you what they can do, and flex, and pose, and beg. Very good, thank you very much. Would you like to come over here, please, Eddie? And you as well, because I think you're both behaving like children. So I'd like you to take these two off and prepare them for punishment. I'll be right back. Very naughty boy. You're as bad as him. Now go over there and stand in the corner for the rest of the show. Spare the rod, spoil the brummy. Noise. What's that noise, Geoffrey? Do you have to scratch in my recess?
I have requested a computer, my lord.
Yes, well, you're not having one. I don't be trying to work here and catch a glimpse of you trying to insert your floppy every 5 minutes. Next case, please, Geoffrey.
Call Lynn Willis, Sue Judge, and Anne Gale. Lynn charges her colleagues Sue and Anne under the Abolition of Slavery Act.
Oh, nasty.
They all work in an office, Your Lordship. Lynn has to buy the sandwiches for lunch each day, and Sue and Anne constantly find fault.
It's not nice of them, is it? Hello.
No, it's very unkind, actually.
You're
Hello.
Lynn.
Yes.
Can I say the word shoulder pads?
Yes.
Anyway, you work in an office with these two.
Yes.
Whereabouts is this?
It's a village outside of High Wycombe, Lane End.
Okay, Lane End.
Lane End.
And what's your job there?
I'm sales manager.
And what about those two?
Anne's general manager.
Which one's Anne?
Anne's
Hello,
the one in
Anne.
the grey.
Mhm.
And Sue is sort of assistant to everyone, really.
An assistant. Okay.
To everyone.
So you're all there beavering. Is it this kind of 9 to 5 thing like people do in the real world?
Well, yes. Yeah.
You work 9 to
Yes.
5 and an hour for lunch.
And an hour for lunch.
Okay, so what goes on at
Which
lunch?
we often have at our desks.
What, lunch?
Yeah.
So So what happens? Who gets the lunch? Do you take it in turns?
No, I get the lunch.
Oh, you have to get the sandwiches.
Yes, it's dreadful because it doesn't matter. Whatever I do and whatever I bring back is always wrong.
Yes, it is.
Please don't touch me. Make a note of that, Jeffrey. She tried to give me hand relief. You're barking up the wrong tree, Lynn. No, so it's all about the sandwiches. They pick on you.
Well, what happens is they give me the most unreasonable orders. I mean, Anne, for one thing, it's a busy sandwich
It's all
bar.
coming out now.
Right.
Come on, go for it, girl.
Right. It's a busy sandwich bar.
Yes.
Anne likes her tomatoes skinned.
No. Why don't you tell them to just shove it? Pamela Anderson in 20 years' time. Hello, could I sit in the middle of you?
Okay,
Just a little thing I fancy doing. Now, so, you're Anne, and you're...
Sue.
Anne and Sue. Okay, first of all, why does she have to get the sandwiches every day? Why can't you have a rota system?
It's the only thing we ask all day for her to do.
She doesn't do anything else in the office other than get the sandwiches.
It might be true, yeah.
True, it is.
And then when she brings the sandwiches, they're never right.
No, totally. Overpriced.
Well, she puts her own prices on.
Oh, does she?
She has stickers in her
not
pocket. And each day, you know, it's a different price.
What, she changes the price on them so that she's making a bit of a profit?
That's correct.
How stupid does she think?
But do you ask for very complicated sandwiches?
Not at all. I don't like skin on my tomato.
I'm the same in other respects. Please don't talk over my laugh. Well, if only we could visit the scene of the crime,
May I
Jeffrey.
remind your lordship that your sandwich squad visited the Lucas Criminalis earlier this week. Their video evidence is ready to be shown.
But I asked for the edges to be served the crust. There are no chicken, no brown bread. Oh, look at this. One pound. I can't eat this. You know, we've had 8 years of sending her out for sandwiches, and not one day has she come back with the correct order.
One solution would be to do what I do every lunchtime and have a ploughman. I've got one other solution. Beryl, could we have the menu, please? This is Beryl, my court usher, ladies and gentlemen. Beryl's desperate to get on in show business, hence the outfit. Who are you supposed to be this week, Beryl?
I'm going on Stars in Their Eyes as Michael Jackson.
Oh, are you? Well, you're the right colour for it. Right, we'll get on with the show before you start rubbing your crutch. Lynn, come over here, would you? I'm going to send you on an errand for some sandwiches, and then you can come back later and I'll be able to judge myself. I think I want something made with a cottage loaf. And as for... I'm not waiting any longer for that laugh. As for the filling, I think I fancy a spicy Mexican. With a pineapple ring. And report back to us later.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You can go up as well. We'll be seeing you later. See if they can do something with the hair. Right. Beryl, I'm having a hot flush. Could I have my snowball, please? It'll cool me down. Thank you very much indeed. Let's do the trick. Is that moonwalking?
Yeah, do you like it?
But like you've trodden in something, but it's very good. Now, let's get on with the exciting spot in the show where I yield to public pressure and banish an irksome celebrity to the back of beyond.
It's Celebrities to the Hebrides.
Call Mr. Peter Stringfellow. Peter Stringfellow, you are charged with being the oldest swinger in town. How do you plead?
Absolutely innocent, sir.
Stop playing to the crowd, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a very serious charge. Now, can we first of all establish exactly how old you are?
33.
33, yes. Well, we're not going to swallow that, frankly. Do we have any proof of this man's date of birth, please?
No, my lord, but we do have some evidence. We have a photograph taken in 1995.
Oh. You're the one in the middle there, are you? We also have an illustration of Mr. Stringfellow opening a nightclub in Crystal Palace.
We also cut off a sample of Mr. Stringfellow's hair, my lord. Here are the results of the carbon dating process.
Oh, it's very interesting. According to this information, this hair predates the Turin Shroud by 600 years. I feel a verdict coming on, nevertheless.
Peter Stringfellow, you are charged with being the oldest swinger in town.
And I find you guilty. Peter Stringfellow, you will be taken from this court and transported to the most God-forsaken place on earth. I'm sending you off to the Hebrides, a little island called St. Ivor. There you will dwell for the rest of your days without recourse to styling mousse or cocktail shaker. In fact, Peter, you're going to be forced to act like a man of your age, doing a little light gardening, perhaps, before your afternoon nap.
Impossible.
Take him away, please.
I believe Miss Willis has returned with the comestibles.
I will stuff the comestibles. I want the sandwich.
Recall Lynn Willis, Sue Judge, and Anne Gale.
Long last. Okay, what's this then?
That's a spicy Mexican.
I wanted my pineapple for
I know you wanted a
afterwards.
pineapple.
But
You said a pineapple ring.
yeah, I was going to eat it after. I didn't want it stuffed in with my Mexican.
Oh, I do apologise. I thought you wanted it all in the same size.
It's completely
Pretty
wrong.
good, pretty good. It's
No,
normally
you got
worse.
one thing right.
But I did the best with what was there.
It's not good enough, is it?
I don't know what to do, really. I'm on the horns of a ciabatta. It's at times like this where you come into play. I'm going to ask the general public to decide for me, I think. You remember the original charge was slave driving. If you think they're justified in their cruel victimization of this woman over here, and then put your thumbs up now. Do you think that was justified? If, on the other hand, you think they're guilty of slave driving and making this woman's life a misery, then give them the thumbs down, please. The jury has spoken.
Defendants will rise.
I find you guilty. And I'm going to sentence you to 5 years hard labour. You'll have to go and fetch her sandwiches whenever she wants for the next 5 years. I want to do something for your self-esteem, so I'm going to see if I can't find you a different job. Hello, is that the job centre? What kind of jobs have you got for an alleged bimbo? Oh, that'd be perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're starting Monday morning, co-hosting That Show Business with Mike Smith. Thank you very much. Clear the docks. Who else is on in Stars in Their Eyes, Belle?
Oh, Michael Jackson is up against little Jimmy Osmond.
Tell me something new. Next case, please, Geoffrey.
Right. Call Cliff Fitzgerald and Darren Fitzgerald. Cliff charges his brother Darren under the Street Offences Act.
Oh, yeah.
This is a case of via coronatus, my lord, or as it is more popularly known, Coronation Street. Darren is obsessed with it.
Coronation Street, that's about people in the north, isn't it?
Yes, your lordship, Manchester.
Call the next case.
Your lordship, the defendant is 24, single, and eager to be pumped for information.
Well, you've twisted my arm. Just this once. You're Cliff, are you?
That's right, yeah.
Hello, how do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Move along just a little bit so we can all have a proper look at your hilarious hairstyle. Now, you're a worried brother. You brought your brother to court. This isn't a vindictive prosecution,
No.
really, is it? It's a caring one.
Yes, I'm very worried.
OK, would you like to tell us about it?
Well, for the last 13 years, he's been a fan of Coronation Street. He can't go out on certain nights because Coronation Street's on.
When the Coronation Street's on, he won't go out?
Then when we do go out, it's he does impersonations of Vera Duckworth or, you know. But I don't really know. I can't do it, you can.
Which character was that?
That was Mavis.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm just fed up of it. For 13 years.
For
Yeah.
13 years.
Oh,
I'd
but
like
yeah.
It's kind of the idea of soap operas, isn't it? That you get very involved in
Yeah,
it
but not-
and then you watch it all the time.
Yeah, not that much, though. He's 24 now, let's face it.
Really?
Yeah.
How else does it manifest itself?
Well, he wants to get a life with, doesn't he? You know, get a life, go out somewhere, have a good time.
You want me to help him get a life?
Yeah.
OK, I'll see what I can do. I'll have a word with your brother. It was Darren, wasn't it?
Julian, yes.
Hello,
it is.
Darren.
Hello.
Now, your obsession with Coronation Street, I mean, is it really... what triggered it off all those years ago, do you think?
It happened so long ago, I can't remember. I just love the show. I'd rather watch Coronation Street than have sex. It lasts longer. Why?
What, even the omnibus? And what do you spend your money on?
I buy videos of Coronation Street. And I've got the Beverly Callard fitness video.
You've got a whole collection, I
have,
understand,
actually.
of memorabilia.
I have.
Worth quite a considerable amount.
13,900.
£13, well, let's call it £14,000 worth. So I can kind of understand, you know, I used to have a Sky at Night collection. I even had a blow-up Patrick Moore once. BBC Christmas party. But let's have a look at your collection. So, here's your collection, and there's a few mugs there. Are they worth anything? Are they valuable?
Oh, it's very valuable.
It's a whole room
The lady
of things,
from Cardiff gave
isn't
it to me, yes.
Is there anything I can say that might rid you of this obsession?
No.
Because your brother wants you to get a life.
I've got a life. I go out on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sunday nights.
Do you
What more do I want?
do you manage to have relationships?
Of course I do.
With people?
With people. I don't need women at the moment because I've got Maureen, I've got Rita,
Yeah.
I've got Raquel. What more do I
I
need?
don't know. It's all a bit
I've got
slightly sad, I think.
It isn't really, no.
Your life's a bit like a soap opera in itself, isn't it?
My life is a soap opera, yes.
I feel a verdict coming on.
The defendant will rise. Darren Fitzgerald, you are charged with obsession under the Street Offences Act.
And I'm afraid I find you guilty. Guilty but inane. I sense in my water that you've become obsessed with the evil spirit of Coronation Street. Maybe there's something I can do for you. I was once obsessed with a Ninja Turtle. It was buried deep within me for a fortnight, but I managed to coax it out with a lettuce leaf. And maybe I can do the same for you. I'm willing to try, Darren. Beryl the soap on a rope. Hail, Beelzebub, agent of Satan, winged messenger of Granada. I call upon you in the name of Ina Sharples to free Darren of this obsession. Out, out, damned hot pot. What will this punter ne'er be clean?
Ding dong! There's 10p of Heinz baked beans this week in Better Buys. I thank you.
I'm getting there, Darren, hold on. There may be a few squirts of ectoplasm all over the place. I apologise in advance. Come out, wherever you are. Reg Holdsworth, ladies and gentlemen, how dare you inhabit this man's recesses?
Well, there's no fun in it for me, I can assure you. I mean, you want to try squeezing yourself into a young man's duodenals.
Don't think we've got time right now. You're out now, and we don't want to see you slipping back to your old evil ways, all right?
Yes, well, there's no chance of that, Jules, because I'm starting a new soap on Monday, you see. It's about a district nurse and the special treatment she gives to her, well, old patients. Yeah.
What's it called?
Enema Dale.
Ken Morley, ladies and gentlemen. So, Darren, you're free to go and watch EastEnders like a normal person. Thank you very much for that case. Clear the docks, please. Quite enough, thank you, Darren. I'm going to adjourn my court till next week when I will be hearing the divorce case between Lisa Marie Presley and her husband Michael Jackson. She claims that she misunderstood him when he said he wanted to have children. And don't forget, as they say in Lincoln's Inn, homo erectus in Tesco cum in pasta, etc. Good night.
Sorts of homemade bread that comes in tiny packages with writing on the side. It doesn't matter which way you have this when you cut the crust off, have it with marmalade or butter, cheese, tomatoes, beans, banana.
Now we can play this game properly, okay? Just a minute. You, no chance. The pretty one over there. Daisy, come on, baby. Please? Hey! Okay, you can all come in. Oh, no. Where's the loo?
That was a load of camp-old nonsense from the BBC.